the intro music. Yeah! Woo! Welcome everybody to patch 53 as we venture into Legacy Part 2, going through all the fun things that you're going to have this month, which includes a new ship, new officers, and be happy. You've wanted it, you're getting it. Ladies and gentlemen, Event Star! Woo! Yeah, boy! Event Star! Wow! Yay! So hopefully, no matter what, that singular fact makes you happy. Maybe. Anyway, we're going to talk about today what all's in this particular patch, going through the notes provided by our good overlords over at Scopely, and we'll discuss it in general. So I'll go ahead and tell you that the features, personally not super excited about, but I do want to say a quick thank you to the overlords, because myself, DJ, Ripper, moderators, we were all able to give some feedback beforehand to actually make it better. We said, hey, what you're about to do is not going to be really good, so you should make some changes. So you did have some adjustments to the new USS Titan-A before she ever released. Is a brief little picture here, and it's hideous. So what I decided to do is help you out. Here's actually a version of what it looks like in-game. If you don't see it yet, right there. We'll talk about it here more in a second, don't worry. But as we go through the Picard theme here, Legacy Part 2, there's the USS Titan-A, which I will admit, I am loving Picard Season 3. It is going down right now as arguably the best Star Trek season I've ever seen. If nothing else, it's in the top 3. But that's the Titan-A. That's what's coming to the game. That's the new ship. And enjoy. Also getting a new fleet commander, 7 of 9, 3 new officers, a refit for the Mantis, and a few other things. Let's start off with the Titan right here. USS Titan. Whew. Well, it's interesting. It's a Neo-Constitution class ship with 2 powerful active abilities: fornication. I'm a child. Fortification and max fortification, because we couldn't name them 2 different things, so we just named them the same thing and added the word max in front of it. We got them. All right, that can target all your ships and up to 13 alliance memberships in the same system. Fortify your ships to give them a base increase to piercing and additional valuable benefits acquired through research. Now, real quick, that piercing buff has actually changed. They didn't change it in the description there, but it actually was changed to critical damage. One of the things that we told them is having a base piercing buff is really not going to help out a lot of players. You're going to have to find a way to make this more impactful. So what they did with fortification is it is now changed to a critical damage boost, as well as max fortification having a regular damage boost, further empowering critical builds in the game. That would have a lot more actual impact for players versus something like a which is what originally was designed, and we talked to them about changing. And curious what you think. Put it in the comment section down below. Do you think it would have been better the previous way, or do you prefer it this way? Personally, obviously, I prefer it this way. USS Titan-A will be available to commanders level 37 and above. To learn more, click here. So we'll go ahead and click that here for just a second. FYI, it does have a free-to-play path immediately day 1. Real quick, I'll show you the basics of the Titan. How do you add it to your fleet? Must have shipyard at 37 and tolerated level with the Ex-Borg faction. You will be sourcing this through the Ex-Borg faction, just like you do the Defiant through the Bajoran faction. 1 drip a day, 1 shard a day is going to be the ability. Now, passive ability here is the Aegis, which is increasing the number of Alliance ships affected by the active abilities depending on the Titan's level. Fortification applies a fortified state to all of your ships in the same system as the Titan-A, plus to some Alliance ships. The state has a cost using a new currency because, of course, yay, new currencies. Yeah, we talk about the love of new currencies in the Discord all the time. Then you got max fortification. Applies max state to all your ships in the same system as the Titan-A, plus some Alliance ship, while on max fort has a bonus to both damage and critical damage, plus state activates all the research buffs. So similar to how the Cerritos works. You basically got a like territory capture version of the Cerritos, and here's the basics of it. We could cover that more when we do a Titan video. 7 of 9 is one of your new fleet commanders. This is also going to give you access to those rare skills that you've been asking for. Thanks to 7, she's going to help you procure those very difficult to get items. Has 3 specialties: fabricator, combatant, and scientist. Using her alongside USS Titan-A for powerful synergy. Interesting how that's going to work, but we'll talk about that when we get further into this month. Now, your 3 new officers, starting off with Picard's Riker, who is Captain Riker, actually. I do like this captain's ability. At the beginning of each round, a % chance to apply burning for 3 rounds against a player's ship, base, 90, small, and then big. So a 90% chance out the gate to give burning with a, as you can see, same way that the Admiral Picard character worked, bonuses for certain types. In this one, I see him basically being something like on a Tribune, very valuable. But again, we talked about this before. Unless you've got the 100% bonus to charisma efficiency t-shirt from our merch store, all these numbers really don't mean anything because we have so many stacked as it is. This one can have some niche use, but that's kind of the theme because you have, again, niche use in the new Worf. So this is Picard Worf, which I actually really like him in the show, even though he's a pacifist now. Captain's ability: death to the opposition at the beginning of each round, % chance to apply hull breach. Same thing as what you just saw with our good friend Riker. Now, it is kind of funny, though, because the whole thing in Picard Season 3 is he prefers peace over violence now. He tries to be a pacifist. He'll slang at you if he's got to. But anyway, I guess we didn't really watch the series. So, officer ability works the same way the other 2 do, except against interceptors. And this one was very curious. Why did we not get Moriarty? Instead, we got Dixon Hill. And he's a mining officer. While defending on a mining node, reduce the opponent's shield mitigation every round by X%. Same way that Strike Team Una works, except now he's on a node. And this is a officer ability, no captain's ability, and below deck ability is a mining speed boost. I don't really care. Doesn't really bother me either way. I just to be honest, man, I struggle to see the value in these are so niche, they might not have a lot of value. But again, I could be wrong. This could be just Rev's opinion. And as always, you can tell me if Rev's wrong by dropping a comment in the comment section down below. And then you've got new missions with a total of, I believe, 25 new missions, depending on your level. A new refit for the Mantis, which is, I've not really been liking a lot of these refits, but increases the output of the refinery for hull fragments and the synthetic ion, which is basically what you would just use to upgrade Mantis. It doesn't actually make it to where you get more Syndicate XP or more officer shards, which is the entire point of the refinery. So if you were trying to get me to really be enticed by this, you're struggle bussing. Not really super excited, but maybe somebody out there, y'all think it's amazing. New research, as you can expect with the new ship. There's a slew of new research starting in the Starship tree. 15 new nodes enhancing fortification and max fortification, just like the Defiant works and the Cerritos works. Buffs include weapon damage, critical chance, increasing your shots, and counters to venomous puncture. 3 new nodes enhancing the effectiveness of the Cerritos support, so giving the Cerritos a little bit more love. And that's unlocked alongside the Titan-A research at level 37. Combat tree getting a new Prime Explorer Wrecking, increasing weapons damage by 300% when fighting explorers for level 35 plus players. This is just Scopely. I'm just trying to announce the news, right? Like, I'm not trying to come in, be negative, tell you that, you know, everything's awful, whatever. But quite literally, we just brought out an officer that has like a 3,000% boost versus explorers. And you're selling a Prime that has 300%? Not only do I have a problem with power creep, but if you're going to creep the power, at least make it creeping good. I'm not really excited about the Prime. Anyway, new Battle Pass. I am looking forward to that. Again, Event Store this month. So, yay, Event Store. It's going to be really hard to get upset when we got an Event Store. And a lot of things that are going to be in there that people have been asking. I'm pretty sure we got Admiral Picard's in there. The new Beverly is in there. Pushing for other things to be in there as well, like from the Borg, like Hugh. So sourcing going to be available for a lot of things that you're missing. So that's a good thing no matter what. Big thumbs up on stuff like that. That makes Rev happy. That makes Rev excited. And I'm again, pretty happy about stuff like that. I'll be honest, the bug fix menu here was pretty blah. I don't really see there that I thought was worth pointing out. Me and Ripper were discussing it before we did this video. But overall, I do think it's going to be a good month. Maybe the features aren't super exciting, but I do think the event store, and there are even some things not listed in here that I can't talk about yet that could come this month to make it even better. So be staying tuned for that. You just got to stick around. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Let me know if you get that Titan-A day 1 in the comment section down below. Can't wait to see you. And welcome to Legacy Part 2, Starship Fleet Command.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.